boys and girls. Today's story is from Frog and Toad Are Friends. This is an anthology, which means it's a group of stories put together in one book, and all the Frog and Toad books are written by Arnold Lobel. And some of you will probably remember Miss Gillen reading these stories in library class. So I decided on this book because we've been learning a lot about frogs the last little while. And the main character is a frog and a toad. So here we go. Now, in the table of contents in this book, I'm going to go right to the first story that's called Spring, and we see that it starts on page 4. Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. Toad, Toad, shouted Frog, wake up. Is it spring? Ah, said the voice from inside the house. Toad, Toad, cried Frog. The sun is shining, the snow is melting. Wake up. I'm not here, said the voice. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed. Toad, where are you? Called Frog. Go away, said the voice from the corner of the room. Toad was lying in bed. There he's hiding. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun. Help, said Toad. I cannot see anything. Don't be silly, said Frog. What you see is the clear, warm light of April. And it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it, said Frog. We will skip through the meadow and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars. You can count them, Frog, said Toad. I will be too tired. I am going back to bed. Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head again. But Toad, cried Frog, you will miss all the fun. Listen, Frog, said Toad. How long have I been asleep? You have been asleep since November, said Frog. Well then, said Toad, a little more sleep will not hurt me. And come back again and wake me up 1/2 May. Good night, Frog. So about halfway through May is a little bit right around where we are now. But Toad, said Frog, I will be lonely until then. Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page and the January page and the February page, March as well. He came to the April page. Frog tore off the April page too. He is going to get him out of bed no matter what. Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. Toad, Toad, wake up, it's May now. What, said Toad? Can't be May so soon. Yes, said Frog. Look at your calendar. Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. Why, it is May, said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring. And that's the end, boys and girls. They're walking down the pathway together. Toad tricked Frog.